Ram, why don't you just help us with what does Vayana solve for?
So what we do is basically ensure that affordable credit, trade credit is available to every single business in the supply chain, irrespective of their size. We believe it's a huge market of about $120 billion a month. And what we're trying to solve for is that how do we get to a scale where we can work from the largest companies to the real small companies in this country.
Okay. And you have had a 7-year journey, and you are also solving for credit underwriting, you're also solving for GST, all of it. And what is the biggest challenge? Is it the availability of credit? Is it the cost of credit?
I think cost of credit is the first one. Availability of credit is a solvable problem. It's still a problem, but solvable. But I think availability of low cost credit or affordable credit in trade, yeah, I think is still a huge problem because the risk is still unknown. And lenders will kind of add a very high risk premium to it. So we like to think that we are in the credit logistics business, not just in the credit business, because it's not only just getting credit to the other side, but also delivering at a very low cost. So I think what we are trying to do is to work with the largest lenders, not the small guys, trying to convince them with through data, through technology, and through our own underwriting skills that it is possible to get credit at lower cost to these guys and solve for a longer LTV. And I think that's really an experiment that's really borne fruit for us for the last 2-3 years. I think we will probably scale up a lot in that direction.
What's your biggest challenge?
I think the biggest challenge in India is to monetize at various levels. Credit, of course, you can monetize, but services monetization in India, I think, is still a challenge. With everybody trying to kind of deeply bargain every year on the costs. So the trick is really is in India, I think, is not to just focus on one line, but try and become an holistic partner to your customer across many different directions in the trade business, not lose focus on that. So that collectively you can make what we call ARPA, which is annual revenue per account. You can build on that rather than saying every service with I make the same money every year. But monetization, I would say, for any startup in India is the biggest challenge when you're selling to institutions or to corporates.
You are raising a Series D round. How do you see Vayana 3 years, 5 years down the line?
Well, 3 to 5 years, I think hopefully we'll see ourselves as a public company. We want to kind of become the largest player in the trade finance space. We want to be the most relevant player in the trade finance space. And I think the idea really for us is that as that player, we want to be recognized as by the regulators and by others as the most significant trade institution in the country. And I think listing for us is a way of kind of further adding to that credibility of a trusted institution. I think that's really our plan.
So it's great to be partnering with you in this journey, and look forward to great success.
Yeah. In fact, as I told in my video for Chiratae, and one of the things I really mean it, I think capital, knowledge, connections, all are important. But the arms around the shoulder when the going gets tough, I think that's what I really treasure out of the Chiratae relationship. And you, of course, are the arms that have been around my shoulder. So thank you very much.
Thank you.